District 8 City Council seat is going to a runoff election. Candidates needed to win more than 50% of the vote to win last week's election, but 3 of them came up short. News 12's Chris Ewan joins us now live with what happens next. Chris.
Well, Andrew, I'm outside of tonight's Eastdale community meeting where the election is expected to be discussed. Since none of the candidates won a raw majority of the votes, the election will go to a runoff on September 15th. That's between the 2 frontrunners, which are Marie-Mott and Marvene-Noel. But Marie-Mott tells me that getting voters to go to the polls for a second time is not something she expected. The election for the District 8 City Council seat will be decided in a runoff on September 15th. Candidate Marie-Mott was surprised to learn that the election was not over after she won the popular vote last Thursday.
Unfortunately, none of us knew that that was going to happen, and I don't think that it was unfortunate that the community, as well as me and Mallory, did not know when we ran that that was going to be a requirement.
There were 3 candidates in the general election, but the runoff will be between only 2, Marie-Mott and Marvene-Noel. In order to win in the general, candidates needed more than 50% of the votes, and none of the candidates met this requirement. According to Mott, the City Council decided on a majority requirement due to the unique nature of the election, in which the incumbent was appointed to the City Council to fill a vacancy.
And I think the community should have known that up front, and the City Council should have been more upfront. So I think the news outlets were very confused, as well as a lot of now community members don't really understand what the runoff is and that they had to come back out and vote, and they should have known that from up front.
Mott's concerns were echoed on Friday by the Unity Group, who don't doubt the legitimacy of the process, but feel it should have been more clearly communicated to the public. As I said, that runoff election will take place on September 15th. I reached out to Marvene-Noel today for comment on the runoff election, but due to a scheduling conflict, she was unavailable. I'll have more on this at 11 o'clock. Live outside of the Eastdale community meeting, Chris Ewan, News 12 Now.